This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey guys, welcome to the speed build portion of me setting up the new LP, Macabre Musings. That is an exploration LP for the 11 Death expansion pack that just came out a few weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks. Actually, I lost track of time, but hi, welcome back. If you haven't watched the cast portion where I made the characters that is going to bring us through the whole Let's Play, be sure to check that out. I'm gonna make a playlist and it's going to be linked down below, you know the drill. And yeah, just sit back, relax, enjoy as I go through this build and chat with you while we do it. I haven't actually felt like building in a really long time, so I was very surprised by myself when I felt really inspired to build with the stuff that came in this LP, and then to build something that fit in the world of Ravenwood and Morningvale and everything. Like I was like, I just sat down and was like, should I build something or should I just find something on the gallery? Usually I go find something on the gallery nowadays because I haven't really been in a building mood in a really long time. But apparently it's changed. This pack has changed me and I built an entire house from scratch. I'm a little, I gotta say I'm a little outdated. No, not outdated. I gotta say that I'm a little rusty when it comes to building as well as doing a lot of things. To be honest, I haven't really been playing much The Sims in recent months. But more on that in another time. But yeah, I did this. I went on Pinterest. I typed in Gothic houses or something on Halloween. Actually, I was building this on Halloween and I got frightened by a few things, like a few kind of images. I'm not really very good with horror stories and stuff and movies, all that kind of stuff, creepy things. So when I don't know, so when this pack was coming out, I wasn't really the most excited for it, to be honest, because I am not someone who likes creepy things, who likes horror movies, Halloween, like it's not my thing. So I had my doubts, but I'm surprisingly liking this pack more than I thought. I like occult gameplay, so there's that as well. I'm not sure how well I'm not sure how well I'll turn out to be an ambassador for like the macabre portion of this LP, or like the macabre I guess, or like the macabre vibes that we are going to have to kind of emulate through this LP. Not just this LP, but like in this expansion pack in general. Like it's very morbid with like all the talk of death and stuff. Not that it's bad though. I think it's quite interesting because every sim dies, right, at some point. Most sims dies at some point. So I thought this pack was going to be pretty brilliant. I wasn't sure how brilliant, and to be honest, I'm not super sure yet because both this LP and the one that I'm doing on my stream have just started and I haven't really explored much of it, and I'm going in blind because that's how I like to play things. But yeah, so a lot of things are to be seen for now. But at least we know that this house turned out really nice. I was really obsessed with this house, like how it turned out, and yeah, really proud of myself that I still remember how to build. One criticism I would say about this build, which by the way is on the gallery if you want it, it is no CC by the way, so you can get it for sure, for sure. What was the criticism I have for this build again? Oh yeah, it's a little bit small. It is really big when I was building and I was like, oh my god, this is going to take forever for me to furnish and landscape and whatnot. It is on a 30 by 30 lot, the empty lot in Morningvale. And I turned out using about 2/3 of the lot space for the house, and it has 3 levels. It has one bedroom suite on the 3rd floor, and then the 2nd floor has like a landing area with like a little reading nook and another reading nook. A lot of outdoor balcony space, which is kind of weird for like a vampire's house. and also a study. And then there is the 1st floor with open concept kitchen, dining room area, a fireplace, another reading nook. I like to think that our vampires I like to think that our vampires is a very big fan of reading. She is the one that's going to help us with the ghost historian aspiration that came with this pack. So I assume she likes stories and reading and all that kind of stuff, like writing and all that. So lots of reading places for this couple. There's a computer in the study, so they can do their stuff. And so I mean, like, it's always functional to have a computer. So they have a computer. What else do we have? We have like a entryway and like a mudroom-ish area that leads out to the back porch. There is I did there is a lot of things that I forgot to put in the I think I would have done well if I remembered to place in like some instruments, a piano or something. Didn't end up doing that. Add I also didn't think of adding a pet into the household until later. So in the screenshots you will see some CC pet stuff that's not included in the version of this build that I uploaded onto the gallery, but I did as an afterthought add in like cat items and food bowls and all that to this place, because I decided that this household did not feel very complete without a cat. So I added a cat. I mean, obviously there is a crow in the house because obviously I want to experience having a crow as a pet. So that one is definitely in the house as well. You'll see me put that down later, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it took a very long time, to be honest, figuring out where to put the windows and everything. I had a few references to go off, but as if you know building in The Sims, you will know that it's not the most proportions are tricky to work out. It's like a puzzle to try to replicate something that you see in real life or like even in a picture with The Sims because of the grid. I guess it's because of the grid system, but this house really turned out really nice. I really like it. I'm so proud of myself, and it looks so good. It's so interesting and dimensional, and it's just so good. And the building items are so good too. I tried my best. I would say that about 90% of this build is life and death. Like, I used some vampire stuff pack. What? I used some vampire game pack items, like the stone floor that you see right there. That's vampire. I also used. I don't know. I think Get Together would be something that I would use as well. It's just like the vibe, like the sort of design that I'm going for. I think I ended up using doors from the bistro kit that we got recently. And what else did we get? I think I probably used a few items from like Crystal Creations, Paranormal. I'm not sure actually. I can't remember, but I really tried my best to use like mainly Life and Death because I really liked what I saw. Like, I really wanted to use all of the stuff that we got with the pack because they're beautiful and I want to see how it works. So I tried my best. Yeah. And it turned out really nice. And I'm actually honestly at a loss. I'm not sure if I can actually sustain a 30-minute self monologue as we go through this speed build. I haven't done a speed build in so long because I think like back when I was doing speed builds regularly, I felt really burnt out from it because I build really slow. I build whenever I feel inspired, and sometimes my builds take 2 months to complete. Like, they are the most intricate builds ever, but it really takes me a really long time to get them through. So I guess back then, when I was still trying to do like weekly or bi-weekly speed builds, it was just not sustainable. I was just forcing myself to get things out. But now that I am well rested and I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but there are a lot of screaming kids outside my window right now. My mic is better this time around, but I don't think it's good enough to cover the sound. So if you hear screaming in the background, that's like the kids in the neighborhood playing in the playground. I'm just gonna power through and continue though. Yeah, we're just chatting. It's okay. We're friends. Oh, this book nook is very, very, very nice. I really enjoy how it turned out. And having this bookshelf placed at an angle, it just makes the whole place feel so warm and cozy for some reason. And also another thing, I remember when I was working on this room and I was putting up that picture, I was kind of thinking of putting up a few pictures of the couple that is living here. If you guys want to know more about the couple and you haven't watched the cast video or the LP, depending on what time you're watching, or like what, depending on when you have found this video, go check those out so you know what I'm talking about. But for now, I'm just focusing on the build. But yeah, the couple that lives here, I wanted a picture of them on the wall or like some more pictures of them around the house, but it turned out that I didn't really want to go through the trouble of taking pictures and putting them on the wall. So yeah, I could have done better. I could have used, I don't know, I could have just taken pictures of them and put them up on the wall, but I didn't do that. Maybe at some point, if I become super, super invested in this story, let's play, I have no idea how long this let's play is going to be, but I'm very excited for it, and I have a feeling that it's definitely going to be longer than my last one, the Love Struck LP, because I think I like where this one is going, and this one sounds like it's going to take a while to finish. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how this one's going to go. And then if I get invested, maybe I'll just add more photos to the house as we go along. This house is pretty small, so as we go along, it might become a little bit tight and crowded. I'm not sure how it's going to go, and I'm not sure if I will regret or I'll have to expand. Hopefully not, because I don't know how to expand a house that looks as good as this and make it still look nice and whole. So I hope we don't have to move too soon though, that's what I mean. Because I'm not sure what's gonna happen, in this LP. But yeah, I decided to add some platforms to kind of demarcate this space, because it was like a really big open space area, but in order to make it not look too flat and boring, I decided to use platforms to make it feel a lot more tied together, and I really like the effect that having split levels give. I thought that the big chandelier that came with this pack was a little bit too big, and I didn't want every single chandelier to look the same around the house, so instead I made my own with the, is this a vampire or is this a base game chandelier? I have no idea, but is this a get-together one? Yeah, this is the get-together chandelier. I'm using 3 of them, and I'm using the tool mod to craft my own chandelier, which turned out looking really nice, and I really like doing that. Yeah, hold on, I need to take a breath. I'm determined to not edit this voiceover. I usually edit it because I a lot, and I hum and I breathe a lot. But let's try just organically talking and then just putting this up and see how we like it. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of like do-overs and just brain farts all around, but I hope you like it. Let's just try this, okay? Yeah. I usually don't remember putting down fireplaces and chimneys to my houses, because I do come from a place that don't use fire to warm things up because we are hot anyways, because Singapore is eternally in summertime. So all my fireplaces are placed as an afterthought, but I'm really happy that this one turned out alright. Like, it looked nice. I feel like this fireplace might have been this fireplace mantle has been there since the house was designed, but then maybe when they redid the house, or they did some renovations, which I imagine they did, because it's a little bit more modern to have like no walls, right? To have an open concept sort of house in this sort of gothic Victorian. I have no idea what the period of this house is supposed to be. Basically it's definitely renovated and done to fit like sort of more modern times. But yeah, it was built with the fireplace in mind. It was what I was thinking, so it kind of feel like it's a little bit out of place, but also it feels like it fits very well. I was thinking that lots of plants in this house might be a little bit weird, because this house is filled with dead people, and honestly these 2 Sims don't need don't need warmth. I imagine. I don't know. I don't think vampires die of cold, right? Do they? I'm not sure, but oh yeah. Just so you have some context, just in case you're more of like a speed build watcher only or something. This house is going to be lived. Oh wait, hold on. What? This house houses a vampire and a ghost, and they are married. The ghost became a ghost after they got married. The ghost was supposed to become a vampire, but plans got dashed. So now they are still living together in eternity, but just a little bit different. The idea is to maybe one day have the ghost come back as a human, perhaps, hopefully. I'm not sure how the story is going to go, but something like that. And what else? Yeah, so that's that's basically the context you need to know about the homeowners of this place. And so I imagine that this house don't really need to be warm because I don't think either of them need it, but maybe they just do it because they like the feeling of having a home. They're very in love and they do want a family. So I think they're just warm people, even though they are like the undead. Yeah. And ghosts still need to eat, so I made sure to add in a kitchen that is very functional. This is definitely going to be Dragos' domain because vampires don't eat and all that. So yeah, I'm really very happy about how this turned out. I'm still admiring my handiwork, to be honest. I'm like just admiring it. This kitchen area turned out really pink, and I was hoping that it didn't turn out looking like a crazy cat lady's place. You know what I mean? Like if it became too pink, I was fearing that it would become a little bit more like crazy cat lady granny sort of stereotypy place, which is not what I want. I think I achieved it. Like it just looks like an interesting color choice for like the kitchen. I loved how warm it turned out. It's not too dark because it's not just black. And yeah, just unexpected and nice. On this console, I wanted some pictures actually, but in the end, no pictures. Didn't want to take any, so it became a mirror and all that. I was thinking like, what is the purpose of having mirrors in a house where there's a ghost and there is a vampire without reflection? But I guess it's like a nice design choice, and maybe back when Dragos, the ghost, was not a ghost, he admired himself a lot because he's a very, very attractive sim, and I think he knows it. But yeah, so mirrors in his house is still a thing. We're working on the entryway and the exit now, and honestly, there's not much to talk about with these things. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say, guys. It's very straightforward, I'd say. This house, I just love how cozy it is. My goal is to just make it feel like two Sims live in this, and I didn't want it to look super old and run down. At first, most of my windows were of the broken variety. Oh yeah, speaking of like build and buy items, I guess I could touch on, since we have a lot of time together, I guess we could touch on the fact that I really like how the windows have a few variations. That's like the newer version, and then an old and kind of grimy version, and then there's a broken version of the mirror. I love that the Sims team is starting to give us options in terms of like the age, the griminess, or like, yeah, basically like the versions of the same windows and doors and some other build items here and there. I appreciate the versatility that gives us. So yeah, at first I thought I wanted to make a very drafty, old, almost abandoned looking, creepy sort of house. So I added a lot of broken windows. But in the end, I decided, you know what? No, I want these two to still live in a house that's well maintained, and they really love their surroundings. They love their house. So it became more of a very lovely home run by two immortals. Well, I guess like you can't really call the ghost an immortal, right? Occults then. Occults that can't die anymore. The regular way. Well, I guess ghosts really, really can't die, right? Because they have died. But then, yeah, ghosts can't die. A vampire can. They're not technically immortal. They can still die. Under the sun, on fire. Huh. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Occults in general. So yeah, I do expect to add more elements to this house as the Let's Play moves along. Because from my experience playing LPs until now, I know that the build's going to evolve along with the LP. So whenever we acquire new things, the decor is going to change. If there are new family members, there's going to be more things or like some switches and changes as things progress. So I don't know. I think it's nice that I'm immortalizing the initial build before the story changes things. Basically, like, you know, the arrival of a baby or something. Usually in most LPs, it would be like, oh, I have to change this room out and it will now be a nursery kind of thing. Like, I think that kind of stuff might happen in this LP, who knows. But yeah, for now, that's like whatever this is great. Honestly, right, I really hope, not hope, I really wish I remembered to put down a piano, because in my head, when I was building this, I knew that my vampire can play piano really well. I don't know, it's a stereotype for like vampires to know how to play organs and um, pipe organs, I mean, and pianos really well. But I think if I were a vampire and I have lived for 100 years or more, I would also perfect my musical skills. Especially if you're like a vampire. If you're a vampire from a time that's older than the digital age, because then there's so little to occupy your time with. So why not cultivate your music? It makes so much sense. So yeah, not very stereotypical, I guess. It just makes a lot of sense. But yeah, no pianos in this house. Very, very big regret, but we don't have space for it anymore. There's not a lot of space for a grand piano. So maybe a stand-up piano at some point. Oh yeah, we have stand-up pianos now. Maybe if inspiration strikes, I will put in a stand-up piano somewhere. That'd be nice, yeah. Although I would prefer a grand piano for a house like this, for vampires like Constanza. I don't really know how to say their names, to be honest. I gave them Romanian names and I had to teach myself how to say them, so I might be butchering them still, but you know, all it's all fun. It's all fun. And this hallway is really big, and there's 2 cuddling spots. Well, like just sofas, I guess. I don't know. The way I made this house made it so that the landing is pretty big and wide, and I can't really accommodate much more than just a study and a pretty big bathroom. Half of the second floor is the balcony though, which is great. I want them to spend more time on the balcony, but when you see me do the balcony later, you'll realize that there's not a lot of things on the balcony itself. I hope that will change as the Let's Play go along. But with one half of my household being a vampire, being under the sun or being outside might not be the best option though. There's always nighttime. Yeah, so hopefully something will happen there. I'm not sure. And then this is the study. Oh yeah, the wallpapers in this house, in this pack is beautiful. My favorite is the Raven one, which I surprisingly did not use in this build at all. I used it a lot in my stream LP though. I have a stream LP called Ama's Inheritance, where I focus more on like the real life aspects of this LP and what you can do, like the inheritance and the family drama that you can invoke, I guess invoke. You can awaken with inheritances and stuff, like when Granny dies and then you take her money. So that's what I'm doing on stream, and I use that wallpaper, the Raven, a lot here, but a lot there, but here I used the owl one in this study and it looks really good. I really wanted to use the tarot posters, but in the end I didn't really do that much. I do want to figure out the whole tarot situation though, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to get our couple to get tarot readings and stuff as well. I'm gonna figure out every single aspect of this Let's Play. No, not Let's Play. I'm going to use this Let's Play to figure out every single aspect of this my goodness, my brain cells, of this expansion pack, yes. While I'm doing this LP, yeah. Oh my goodness. This is why usually I like to edit, because I just ramble and half the time I'm not making sense, so... Well, but that's basically like the stream vibes that you get when you watch my streams anyways. So I hope it's okay. And I hope I'm not too... I mean, like, there's always the option of you muting me and putting on some music. Although I hope you don't do that and just hang out with me. Yeah, so this is the balcony. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, right, everything looks really small. Like, even the balcony is not really super big. I decided... a little... What? I decided to put in some ruins on the end because I don't know what else to put there, but it just felt very empty. So I placed that there. Maybe at some point it will become something else. We'll see. Then this is the bedroom suite. Honestly, it says a suite, but it's actually still really small. But I managed to put a bed in with 2 end tables. And then there is also a sitting area and a more. And oh, I don't think I have included this in the speed build because it was like an afterthought, but I remembered that vampires need coffins in this game, so I didn't build a basement. I actually wanted to build a basement, but I completely forgot about it and I didn't want to figure out how to make a basement. Or yeah, I just didn't want to add another level to this build anymore, so I decided to put the coffin outside the bedroom on the balcony, as you can see on the left side, and it's just there. So if Constanza wants to go sleep in her coffin, she can't come out until she is very certain that it's nighttime, because she will burn if she is if she's not careful. But I think it's okay sleeping in a coffin under the stars. No one to really bother you at all. It's not the most protected sleeping arrangement, to be honest. If someone's out to hunt you, like a vampire hunter or something, then you're pretty much dead, because they can probably climb to the 3rd floor and stake you or something. But I'll just open the coffin in bright sunlight. But yeah, luckily in this game it doesn't really happen, so that's fine. And yeah, so this is the final room in the house that we're working on. This is the bathroom. I really love making bathrooms, okay? I'm not sure if I've said this before. I probably did, but I love making bathrooms. Bathrooms are one of my favorite rooms in the house to make. And all of my bathrooms, they turn out a little bit different and they're all very beautiful. I love it. But yeah, this bathroom is great. I forgot to add a archway into the wall that's behind the sink right now, so I forgot that there's a little bit more space in this bathroom that I really intended for it to be used as like a soaking area, so the tub was supposed to go there. I will rectify my mistake in a very short amount of time, like right now. So the true layout of the bathroom is going to be shown now, and it is beautiful. I love this bathroom very much. It is a sizable bathroom, still like kind of mid-size, all things considered. I'm trying to teach myself how to build a little bit bigger because I tend to build things super small. I think it has something to do with the fact that in my life in Singapore, most things are very, very small, so I'm so used to small spaces. But I think small spaces in The Sims, although it does work, it usually feels very cramped. So I'm trying to teach myself how to build bigger, basically. But yeah, I hope I remembered to change out some of the windows to non-broken versions of them, because I do still spot a few broken windows here and there, but I guess it's fine. It adds to the charm. Some broken windows, some drafty broken windows. This couple can handle it, at least for now. I think that's all, and then we're moving on to landscaping soon. Yep. And then with this, we are reaching the end of the build video. Let me know how you like my speed build videos. I hope it's still entertaining and you enjoyed watching me create a new build. I won't be doing a lot of these, but I think I have learned that I'll just make one whenever I want to. And this time around, I really wanted to, so I am creating one right now, and I had a lot of fun creating this. I hope you also had a lot of fun watching this and hanging out with me as I rambled. I literally am going to challenge myself to not edit a single word. So I'm not going to listen through. So I'm not sure how I sound. I'm just going to post this up because I'm trying to teach myself to be more kind about, or I have more confidence, I guess, with like my voiceovers and stuff. So I'll make mistakes until I don't. And yeah. I appreciate you guys very much. I don't know when this is going to end, but I'm going to start signing off now, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video. That will be when the LP starts for real. Episode 1 is coming, And then that's part 1 of episode 1, and then part 2. Long story, but you'll find out why. I just basically filmed way too much content for one single episode, to be honest, and I didn't even know. So I can't wait for you to see the actual LP. Remember to subscribe if you want to be notified when it does come on, and also remember to like the video. It will help me out very much. And yeah, I think we have a small little bit more time, so I want to let you guys know that I also have a creator code now, an EA creator code. So if you are thinking of buying this this EP or any other Sims 4 pack or kit, you can actually use my code, which is Shermibear, just my handle, CHERMIBEAR, in the promo code section when you purchase, or like when you check out on the EA app, and I will be able to earn some commission off of your purchase. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching all the way to this point, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!